Hello and welcome to another episode of Uncle Bill's Kitchen. Today we are going to show you the best barbecue chicken recipe. Brine, rub, oh yeah, and grill. Brining the chicken allows for the pores to open up within the chicken meat or whatever protein that you are actually using, and then it allows moisture to be sucked into those pores, retaining more moisture than you would actually have had you not brined your meat. So we're going to put about 3 tablespoons of salt for every half gallon of water. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that that salt is well incorporated. Now I'm using a little bit of a rock salt here. I don't like to use fine salt because it just makes the chicken a little bit too salty. So using some type of thicker salt really works well with this and incorporates into the water perfectly, as you can see. Now we're going to add our chicken back into this water and we're going to let it brine for about 4 to 6 hours. In the meantime, we're going to make our beautiful rub, starting with 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're going to use a tablespoon of paprika at least. It's going to give us that beautiful smoky flavor and color. A tablespoon of fresh ground black pepper. We've got a tablespoon of cayenne pepper here. If you don't like it spicy, go down on it. If you like it spicier, go up. 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. A tablespoon of Jamaican jerk seasoning. This adds amazing depth of flavor. And here I've got some Himalayan sea salt that I'm using, but you can use any type of salt. We're going to go in with a tablespoon of cumin. We've got a tablespoon of ground garlic powder. Delicious. Here we've got a tablespoon of onion powder. Whoops, this is a brand new one. Sorry about this, folks. I got to open this up right here. Okay. And as I said, 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And we're going to go with 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder. Love this flavor. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix this up. Now, I usually keep my brown sugar in the refrigerator, so it does get a little clumpy. What I'll do is just go in with one hand and just pinch those clumps to make them loosen up. And then stir, 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 stir. See? Beautiful. Aww. All right, it's been 4.5 hours and it's time to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to make sure that you get updates anytime we release a video, which is a minimum of once a week. Then we're going to take some nice cold water and we're going to go ahead and rinse off all of our chicken. Get that brine off. We don't want it to be too salty when we're eating it. And I like to do this just as a point of reference every single time. Now, how do we keep this nice dry rub sticking to our chicken? Well, we're going to cover our chicken with a layer of mustard. That's right. Mustard burns off pretty well during the barbecuing process, leaves very little flavor at all, and allows a wonderful base for our rub to stick to. Now I use gloves here just because I like to seem like I'm fancy pants. But to be honest with you, you don't need gloves, just need to make sure you have a sink nearby to wash your hands. I use one hand to put on the mustard, and then I use the other hand to put on the dry rub. This makes it a lot easier for application, and by using these gloves, it makes it easier to keep my hands clean because I'm washing my hands pretty much 20 times a day, just one less time. Now we're going to put our beautiful rub on each side of the chicken, making sure to cover as much as we can. Then we're going to flip each one of these and put it on the back side. This music's so good, I'm just going to let you listen as I apply this wonderful rub to the back of the chicken. Just like that. It's that simple, folks. And I like to leave the rub on for about 30 minutes so it soaks in. In the meantime, I've got this wonderful Weber Vortex. It's awesome, just made perfectly for grilling chicken. And if you have a chance, I definitely recommend it. I'm spraying a little olive oil on the grate so that the chicken doesn't stick. I've got some wonderful hickory inside the grill, smoking up a storm. And what I like to do is I like to put the tops towards the hottest part of the grill and leave the meat on the outside first. Again, we don't want to make our meat dry, so by doing this, it's going to allow us to slow cook and have all of that wonderful smoke flavor impart itself into the chicken. It's been about 30 minutes. Wanted to come out and take a look and see how things are going, and these bad boys are cooking well. Look at this. Time to turn them already. I got a great deal over at Walmart on this chicken. It was a 5-pound bag for 97 cents a pound. If you got a Walmart in your area and you like chicken like I do, check it out. All right, and we want to turn these bad boys to make sure we get that nice smoke and color on both sides. And I always like to be seasoning, so I just like to add a little more of that wonderful rub back on the opposite side of the chicken. It's going to melt down into the chicken as it cooks. I'm going to throw a couple more pieces of wood here in the center just to give us a little more smoke. I think these bad boys are going to be done in 30 more minutes. Ooh, look at that. Drumsticks done in an hour, folks. You gotta love it. Let's check it out. Put the lid back on, and I'll see you back in 30 minutes. It's been another 30 minutes, and ooh, yes, it is time to put on our sauce and hit that subscribe button. Hey, folks, if you're liking what I'm doing here, make sure to hit that like button. It's the only way I know that you like what I'm doing, and it helps our channel out a lot. Lets other people know that, hey, this video is not bad. You should definitely check it out. All right, let's get back to putting on this sauce. We're gonna go around here and put a nice liberal amount of sauce on each one of these drumsticks. And we're gonna speed through this a little bit, flip each one over. Now, don't worry, I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me flip each one. And we're gonna speed through here quick. Turn them all over, take off our little pieces of wood, and then we're gonna slather on some more sauce on the back side of these bad boys. Wonderful. And just like that, we've got them all covered up. Now it's time to go to Flavor Town. Oh yeah, we're gonna make sure to put some grill marks on these chickens. So in the middle of the vortex is the hottest part of the grill. And by just placing this chicken right on the center of where the coals are, I'm able to get some beautiful char marks, and it takes almost maybe 2 minutes at most, a minute on each side. Now remember, we're going at double speed here, so it looks a little faster than it is. But let me tell you something. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. This is what we have after that wonderful grill experience. We've got some wonderful corn, juicy chicken legs, and a smell that's out of this world. But it's time to ask the true critic. Hey honey, what do you think? Is it good? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thanks for stopping by Uncle Bill's Kitchen. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please be sure to hit that like button if you did. And don't forget to subscribe. It's absolutely free, costs you nothing, but it really helps our channel out a lot, lets us stick it to the man, and hopefully get us paid.